Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and today I'm going to be bringing you another behind the scenes, and this one is going to be a little bit more, maybe a little bit different. I wanted to try something a little new with the behind the scenes, but this one is going to be primarily focused on a practice that I did recently. And I wanted to preface that by saying sometimes as working cinematographers, as working filmmakers, we often don't really take the time to actually practice, experiment, try something without the expectation of it becoming something that needs to go out into the world or that needs to prove to be a viable end frame or viable, scene that makes sense in a story. I feel like sometimes we forget about the fact that we could just experiment, that we could just try things, that we can take our time with lighting to be able to see things that work, see things that don't work. And I think that's really something that we did, and I'm really proud of on this one. I really wanted to use it as a basis to be able to try to light a night interior in a way that maybe I didn't feel I had a place to do, if that makes sense. A lot of the night interiors maybe don't necessarily call for this type of lighting, or maybe I haven't done this type of lighting enough to actually be able to pitch that, for example. Fortunately, we were able to utilize the amazing Nanlux Evoke 600C in combination with the Nanlite FC500C, as well as the Nanlite Pavo Slim 2x2 panel. And being able to have these fixtures was really beneficial for us to be able to get the best result possible. At the end, Jason Penza, the gaffer, and I sat down to kind of talk about the specific lighting, what we did for this scene, and there you'll be able to get a better understanding of the specifics and how we were able to accomplish the look for this scene. So, enjoy.
Dang, this thing goes all the way to 20,000 Kelvin. That's crazy. To 1,000. That's like red. I've never seen that. That's crazy.
Because it's the new, what is it, the Nebula? The Nebula? It's pretty sweet.
Like 1,000 Kelvin, which is like red, all the way to like to 20,000. That's insane. Open it up all the way.
Ooh, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, now start closing. Basically, the mirror is going to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels better. That.
You're seeing the...
Yeah, that could also be just me moving the shear over just a little bit to try to help
That would be
not add any more grip. So now we have to find that middle ground, because now we're back into that muddy area here. Yeah. So it's that middle ground.
Can you split the difference on what you just did and what we originally had? So is this to me is a little bit of an eyesore?
It is.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, for sure. Is there a way to get the sodium vapor to hit on the wall? Let's see what it looks like. Let's try it.
So obviously the mirror's going to be in your shot, but this is giving him a backlight. What does it look like?
I mean, not really. It almost gives me like apartment vibes. Yeah, no, which is fine with me, which is fine. Okay, so can you lock that real quick and come in here? I think opening up the curtains makes it feel a little bit more realistic. The curtains just feel, I like the curtains, they just feel very filmy.
Even has a little yoke.
Look at it, I mean, it works.
Oh, it works great.
Yeah, it does have a little, it's got tilt feature.
Would this run you like $10,000?
I think so.
Damn.
Position where his head is feels good to me. I think before where it was almost giving like this weird hard light, but that feels pretty good. I like the edge of the warmth.
I do too.
Yeah, I really like that.
That was a good call.
A lot. It definitely looks a little more moonlight now. It definitely is feeling a bit more realistic.
Just for context, this is a 3 mirror. This would be between 1 and 4, 4 being the thickest, 1 being the hardest.
When I land here, I'm probably gonna hold this for a little bit. This is gonna be more of like when I want this to hit. So like as I'm building and pushing in, I think make those emotions well as I approach this last area here. Camera speeds. And action. All right, so we just wrapped the first scene, and I think it went really well. It took a little bit longer to set up, but I think that was just due to the fact that we didn't come into this super prepared and that we had diagrams or anything along those lines. So we wanted to come in with the idea of experimentation and kind of live within that mentality of experimenting. It was a bit of a challenge to kind of balance the mentality of naturalism and sort of what would be realistic versus, okay, let's actually think outside the box here. Let's try something new. Let's try something a little heightened, something just a little bit different, and try to live in that world a little bit and try to find that mental balance. And I think between what we were able to accomplish, I'm very happy with the look. And in terms of lighting, Jason Penza here is a gaffer who was able to actually help deliver this with Maxwell. So yeah, I just want to dive a little bit into what specific fixtures we were using, how we were able to accomplish the look that we did here, and yeah, talk me through a little bit about what we were able to do.
Yeah, so we had that phone call about talking about using the Nanlux with the parallel beam and mirrors to kind of try something different that you and I maybe not have done before. Where we utilize the mirrors as multiple sources versus just like putting lights up and pointing them at windows and stuff. So we started with the 600C Nanlux outside, and we're hitting it into 4x mirrors to kind of bring in some moonlight naturalistically. And we had the conversation ahead of time before starting that you wanted to have a little bit of duality, tone, color, temperature thing, which I love. So we went with sodium vapor, which is my favorite color. So we have the 500C on the ground shooting up into 2 mirrors, 3 mirrors actually. Yeah. We have your wife donated a makeup mirror to us for a little bit of a hot spot, which is pretty cool actually. Worked flawlessly. So we got a hard mirror. These are Dito light mirrors. One's a hard 1, the other one is a number 3, so a little bit of soft for the back behind me. And this allowed us to essentially make 3 lights out of 1 without having to break our backs too much. Small genie team on this, so it's trying to keep it minimal in a sense, but also make it feel like it's something bigger than that.
Right. The one thing I want to note too is with the moonlight, you used the bigger mirrors for that, right?
Yes.
Because you wanted that to just, because moonlight's obviously a bigger source. Is that sort of your mentality?
Yeah, I mean, with the big mirrors, they're a hard source because the moon is a hard source, and we want them to be big and feel like they're distant. Whereas we use the smaller mirrors for more of this accented, street light sodium vapor feel. We could have did it with small mirrors too, but then when you fire a light into a mirror, the source is so much smaller because of the angleness of the mirror or whatever. 4x mirrors are just the go-to for things like this. It allows you to get the mirror high up in the sky, aim down, and feel like the moon is really up there versus getting that light on a stand, on a grip, setting it up on a stand. It can just get a lot sometimes, especially when you're trying to dial in it perfectly. With the mirror, you have some rope and you can dial it in back and forth. And I knew that the moon wasn't going to be our main source. It was just going to be kind of like a fill-in source. So I'd rather save the small mirrors to get that exact spot that you want.
I think we did.
We did. We spent a lot of time dialing in exactly where we wanted that sodium vapor to
Especially
feel.
on the back wall, on this little cabinet over here, where we wanted the table to fit. I think having those small mirrors really did give us the flexibility.
And shooting on the Venice helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Talk to me about this mechanism you got going on over here.
Yeah, so we have it's a Pavo Slim 240. I really wanted to fill in the subject, but I didn't want to feel it. So what I did was it comes with a layer of full diff and I believe half diff in the case. So it is double layered with a layer of unbleached muzz, which is my favorite, to really soften it up. And then instead of actually aiming the source at the subject, we aimed it at the ground and let the non-directionalness fill in his face.
Residual light.
The residual, because that way it's not sourcey, it feels more naturalistic. Like if it would, this would be the equivalent of firing it into a wall on the other side of the room.
But it's a bit more controlled too, because we also have some flags here. We have a net, which is a little bit more specific to cut down levels on subject here.
We were A-Bing it, and we found that the double net really slowed down on his face just enough that we were happy with the level otherwise. So the net came in, the old school, works great. To really slow down this very specific spot. And then we just, added the black flags to just spill unnecessary spaces. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you learned something. I also want to end this by just saying thank you to Nanlite and Nanlux. Over the past couple of years, they've been huge supporters of me in my growth and trajectory as a creator and as a filmmaker. And honestly, as a company and working with them over the past couple of years, it's been really great to know the people inside of the company, and honestly, they're just fantastic people to work with, and it's great to see that they are willing to, donate some of their equipment to be able to see growth in creators and filmmakers, and they're really supportive of us. And honestly, they're a great company. Their products are amazing, and it's awesome to see how much they have grown, Nanlite and Nanlux, over the past couple of years, and how much their products have continued to improve and become, honestly, industry staple pieces of equipment. So thank you to Nanlite, thank you to Nanlux, and thank you to this crew who was able to help us make this happen. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.